What's up, y'all? This is Kyle Rose back at you with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Metal Sonic and what if he actually killed Dr. Eggman in either one of the Sonic mediums, whether it is the comic book or the video game version of Sonic the Hedgehog. This is interesting, really interesting, because I think that Dr. Eggman is an important character in the Sonic franchise. This is just theoretical, but with me in particular, Dr. Eggman needs to be set to the side just for a little bit, because Dr. Eggman has always been a reoccurring villain that has never really shown any progress. If you want to compare Dr. Eggman with like Mario's Bowser, if we was to compare those two, like Bowser has always been at least a character. Even though he always loses, he has at least been an imposing character. Just based off of character design alone, I always loved the Bowser more than I loved the Eggman. He just looked like a badass like villain or a badass antagonist to Mario. It's just always taking Peach and stuff like that. Even though he always tries to take Peach to his castle, and Mario goes to the castle to save Peach and defeat Bowser. It's like with the character design of Bowser, you can always get away with it for me personally. And not only that, the Mario games have always been consistently good, and with the Sonic games, always having ups and downs, it's never been a good place for Sonic the Hedgehog, unfortunately. But with Dr. Eggman, I just think that, like, based off of character design, Dr. Eggman hasn't really been like the most like he's entertaining, don't get me wrong, but I just want another villain. Like, for example, in the Archie version of Sonic, we always had like different characters like Enerjack. One of my most favorite characters in the Archie Sonic series was Scourge the Hedgehog. If a Scourge type of Sonic character was to be introduced in the Sonic video games, that would be one of the most interesting plot points I've ever seen. Look at Sonic Forces for a little bit. Sonic Forces was, we all know that how Sonic Forces did. We're not talking about that, the value of it, but we're talking about like the antagonist when he was being introduced to the Sonic fans before it was released. Infinite was one of the most like coolest fucking designs I've ever seen in Sonic the Hedgehog, and with Infinite not being a cool character in the story, since we realized that he lost to Shadow and he has a weak mind, like he's not a cool character anymore. But when we saw what he was able to do to change gravity, to make illusions, to make versions of himself, to do all of these spectacular things that Eggman can never do in his entire life. Like, all Eggman can do is just be boisterous and not provide anything to the table. He always talks about how he's going to be the best, and take over the world and have the Eggman land and all this shit. It's like, no one cares, dude. Like, to me, I don't think, I love Eggman as anybody else, but it's like Eggman needs to be put to the side for just a little bit, because we can have an established character. Now, I'm ranting off a little bit. This topic is about, Metal Sonic. If Metal Sonic wants to kill Dr. Eggman, Metal Sonic would be an important antagonist. I don't think that, obviously, with Dr. Eggman being such an integral role, I don't think that he's going to die anytime soon in like the video game version of Sonic. But if we was to talk about the IDW version, the comic book version of Sonic, he is pretty good. Like, it's a bigger possibility for him to at least be pushed to the side for a while. Like, we all know that Metal Sonic is very loyal, especially in the IDW series. Metal Sonic has been shown to be an extremely loyal character to Dr. Eggman. But what if something malfunctions in Metal Sonic's hardware, and he was to just straight up kill Dr. Eggman and do things for himself? That means he has his own rules, and we already know that he wants to be better than Sonic. He wants to be known as the true Sonic, like the real Sonic, and we can have a storyline off of that with just him being independent. Look at how they introduced Zavik in the Metal arc. of IDW Sonic. Zavik was his own character. I was quite surprised how they introduced Zavik. Zavik literally just like took over everything. He took over the empire, the Egg Empire. He took over Eggman's ships. He took everything over, and just like Eggman was at the point where he needed to actually work with Sonic in order to defeat Zavik. Zavik was the final boss, not Eggman. And Zavik is in from Sonic Lost World. He's not even an important character. Eggman is one of the most important characters in Sonic the Hedgehog as a villain, and yet Zavik was the only one that was able to do what Eggman couldn't do, and that was to be intimidating, to be interesting. And I'm not saying that Eggman's not interesting, but ever since Sonic the Hedgehog 1, we always had Eggman, right? Just like with Mario, with Bowser is just such an intimidating, badass, just like got the shell, got the spikes, got a sun. Like Super Mario Sunshine was one of my most favorite games of all time, if not my most favorite Mario game of all time. And it's like, it's so cool to have like Bowser Jr. and all that. Like Bowser is such a cool fucking character. I will always love to see Bowser. Like if Bowser was Sonic's antagonist, oh my god. Like but yeah, like with Eggman, it's like Eggman has always been oversaturated, right? So how about we bring in a character that will actually intimidate Sonic, that will actually intimidate Sonic and his crew? Like somebody like Scourge the Hedgehog, or maybe like an anti-Sonic or evil Sonic character, kind of like Goku Black, or something like that. It's like that would be really good for the plot point of like whatever it comes out in. Like if it's in the comic book or in the video game version, it doesn't matter. And it's like that would be so interesting, and I would love to hear your points on this topic. Like obviously nobody wants Eggman to die, but if Metal Sonic was doing his own thing, Metal Sonic would just like easily just be so savage and just like body. I feel like he would be more and more powerful as an independent character than he ever would be being under Eggman, doing his own thing, being a solo character, or have another independent character like Scourge the Hedgehog, like a Scourge-like character being introduced into the Sonic universe, just bodying people. I just wanted to see something really fucking cool. And I love villains. We all loved heroes as kids, but we understand villains when we grow older. So villains are my most like favorites, and it's just like at the end of the day, we need a good villain. And let me know what you think. If you agree with me, just watch all my other videos if you like this video. And this is Kyle Rose, and I will talk to you guys later on the next video. Peace.